Hello there. Today we are looking at these G1 designs from Season 1 to Season 2, not including Ratbat or these guys, because they're not in Season 1 or Season 2. And this guy right here is definitely not in Season... Well, I think he is, this guy Gravel, but that's obviously not a G1 design, so we're skipping over that. But yeah, I'm also here with two other people, and their channels will be in the description if you guys want to go introduce yourselves.
Hello, I am Tarn of the Stutopian server. I also go by Meg on YouTube. As Stewie said, he'll put me in the description, and I'm just a frequent member of the server.
Hi, I'm Nacho Nachos. I'm known here as the Nacho guy. Uh, my channel is gonna be in the description, but I would ask to link my Letterboxd account where I review movies and where I am actually active. That would be nice.
Yes, that will be linked too. Alright, so with all
Thanks.
of that out of the way, you guys don't know, but this is the third attempt. Let's try to get through this. So, Optimus, we're gonna keep it short and simple. Uh, I wish he had wheels, but he's still an S. Very iconic. It's just unmistakable.
Agree with that pretty much. Just wish that there was some more car kibble like the wheels on the legs and waist, but S tier.
Yeah, there's not much that hasn't been said before. I think the colors work very well together. The design is very solid. The blue thing at the bottom of his diaper though is kind of weird and random. I think it should have been left white, but well, it is what it is. Still, I think an S tier from me as well.
Right. Now the big B, which I think goes in the B. Because I do like the placement of the vehicle parts, but I don't think it's drawn very well. Like, he has a really bad dad bod, and once again, he doesn't have any wheels. But honestly, not a lot of these designs have wheels, so I'm not going to repeat myself on that.
G1 Bombi is kind of a mid design to me. I don't know. I just never fully clicked with it. He just works as the cute younger Autobot, but to me, B or C is his ranking.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with Tarn. I think the head is kind of ugly, but I think the feet are nice. Although the legs of his are, I feel like, are kind of too long. Like they magically sprout out of nowhere. That's kind of how it is with these designs. But yeah, it's pretty average, so B or C.
B or C, okay, there's more C's, so let's move that down to a C. Next, we have Jazz. I just realized the first five are the ones from the 2007 movie. But yeah, here's Jazz. It's another design I think is pretty cool. I am noticing a trend where the legs seem pretty long on these guys, but I do like the design. Uh, I think it's his shoulders are a little bit shrunk into his chest. It's just a little weird. The proportions are strange, but we're not here about proportions. We're here for general design. And I think I'm gonna put it in an A.
G1 Jazz, I do really like him. One of my favorite parts is that he has a visor for eyes because not many of the Autobots, at least in season one, have that. So to me, that's what makes me think that he's a ranking. But I also just like the design of him in general. He looks pretty good.
Jess is my favorite Transformers character, probably of all time. I really love the design. The colors, you can see much of the red and blue here, but in the alt mode they really shine. The alt mode is pretty cool as well. But yeah, well, the gun he's holding is a bit lame, but we are rating the designs itself. So for me, probably even an S, I would say. But also, Stevie said something that their legs are long, and I think it's mostly because uh, they are kind of supposed to be drawn at perspective here, at least some of these characters. From like a human perspective, you can see with Optimus that he has actually flat feet and like shrinks as he grows. So if that makes sense, because I think some of them at least are supposed to be on perspective. So yeah, that's why.
Yeah, I see what you mean. I see what you mean. Also, Tarn, did you give a ranking?
Yeah, I said that A.
Oh, okay, okay. So, let's just do Jazz and Ironheart at the same time since they're basically the same guy. Um,
You mean Ratchet?
Yeah,
Jazz,
I
yep, yeah.
think.
Ratchet. in Ironhide. Uh, why is it all the way down there? Okay. Yeah, they're basically the same design. I do like the elements of their head design and their chest design, where the vehicle mode is placed. How large it is and how it's proportioned, uh, not not very ideal. I don't, and the rest of the robot mode is pretty plain, but it makes sense for how it was based off of the toy, which wasn't really a robot guy. So honest, yeah, just put these guys in C.
Yeah, I pretty much agree with that since the chest just looks really weird. Like it makes him look really bulked up when and or even just fat even. And well, the arms are just really skinny. So I know we're not judging based off proportions, but it's kind of hard to look past that when that's what you're looking at. And I think Ironhide's a bit better than Ratchet. I think I just like his look more, the colors and stuff. So I'm gonna give Ironhide probably a B, but Ratchet a C since I don't know. I'm just not really a fan of the color scheme on Ratchet too much, especially those red hands. It just looks weird.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. I basically wanted to say the exact thing Starn did. I also think Ironhide should be at B and Ratchet at C. I think Ratchet is overall more bland, and he could have had like the stripes, the red stripes from the ambulance he turns into on his body. He would have looked more interesting. The red is only at his hips and hands, so that does look weird. And also, uh, the black is, or I guess dark gray, is only on his V crest thing on his forehead. That's kind of weird, unusual placement. And yeah, in Ironhide it all works a bit better. There's enough of every color, so I think it evens out more, and he's kind of cooler in general.
Yeah, okay, okay. Uh,
So yeah, Ratchet C, Ironhide B.
so for the individual, I'm just thinking now for these individual rankings. We'll go over it, like the actual order of each ranking. Like if you guys think Ratchet should be over B or whatever, we'll go out over it when we're finished with all the designs, just so we're not micromanaging. But next, we do have Megatron. I'm just gonna instantly put him in S. This might be a hot take because a lot of people say there's not a lot going on with his design. His face is ugly, but I think if you give him a good alt mode, well, that's just going off of the design. So never mind. That's a tangent. The design on its own, actually, I'm gonna give it an A. I was kind of getting off topic, honestly. So I do like I do like all the elements of the design, honestly. So I'm just yapping. Tarn can go next.
So, T1 Megatron, I'm kind of divided on his look because I both like it, but there are some parts about him that definitely look goofy and are a bit weird. Number one, just going by that image, the cannon is really like, I don't know, it's had like a weird angle
Oh crap. Okay.
instead of like on the side of his arm. Like, I don't know, it's like a weird angle that they make his cannon drawn in on these like still pictures that we have right here, where like I don't know, it's just a really weird placement. This window has the same thing, and I just look it just looks better when it's on like the side of the arm, and while the bucket head is the bucket head, so it's kind of really goofy looking. But yeah, it's like A is a good ranking for him.
So I got a little lag, so I'm not sure what Stu said, but anyway, I kind of well, I do agree with what Tarn said about the cannon. It's very uncomfortable to have a cannon on his forehead, and it's not even attached. It's like jutting out. It's kind of weird. Overall, light gray is not an interesting color. Well, you can't really see it here because of the quality, but yeah, the bucket head is kind of lame. He has like fake eyebrows, pretty weird ones, to add to that, and a long face with like the skinny cheekbones, and I think all of that makes up for a pretty weird character, or more like design. But yeah, I would actually put him at C.
Hmm. Wait, Tarn, you said A, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do agree with both of your guys' points with the cannon, where it's placed, and how it looks. It is very strange. But I do like the head design, or at least the helmet design. But next we have. Oh, okay, this thing's being a little strange. Next we have Starscream. This guy, he's a fun little goober. I'm gonna put him in S. And you know what? Let's just do all the Seekers at the same time. I'm gonna put them all in S if this thing wants to move. Uh, I just think even though it's a common thing with these G1 designs to not have a lot of vehicle mode elements placed on them, I think here they are placed very well. And at least the most recognizable parts of the jet are mostly on the design. So I also do like all the little color variations. I think they all work well, but of course, Skywarp is my favorite. So I put them in S. S for Seeker.
Well, I do like that extra Seeker, but in terms of my ranking, since they're all the same design, just with different colors, I do think that they all also are S. It's just a really good design in general. The only thing I don't really like about the design is where the null rays are placed. Like I'm more used to how the null rays are placed on like the Earthrise figure. That's how I always thought it looked like until I saw like it's on like the lower forearm or upper arm. But I don't know. I just it's not. I don't really like the placement of that. And in terms of my rankings of them based off the colors. Skywarp's kind of. I think Skywarp's probably like my second favorite. Starscream's my favorite, and Thundercracker is my least favorite of the trio in terms of colors. But yeah, I think S tier is still a good ranking for them.
So obviously the Seekers are actually really sick. They are just have really cool designs. They have mounted arm cannons basically. Wings are cool, sharp. The things like their heads are between are also pretty cool. Uh, just overall a really cool design, very solid. But I don't agree they should all be in the same tier. I think Starscream and Skyward deserve the S tier, but Thundercracker actually doesn't really stand out that much to me. I mean, baby blue is not a very interesting color, and the addition is like some dark gray basically. So I would actually put them at A instead of S.
Yeah, yeah.
I was thinking the same thing as A for Thundercracker, but it's up to Stewie.
Yeah, Thundercracker, definitely the least interesting with the colors. It's kind of just like an evolution of Starscream in a sense. Like there's no new colors, is what I mean. But let's go to Shockwave next. I'm surprised Shockwave's before Soundwave, but let's do Shockwave. Um, he's chunkier than I remember. Um, I do like a chunky Shockwave. I'm gonna put him. Hmm, he's almost perfect. I'm gonna put him in an A. I do like basically every element, but I am a big fan of the Prime Shockwave design. So I do like the big cannon, which is not evident here. Obviously, it's a tiny little pea shooter, and he has a really big chest. I think if it was just like shrunk a little bit, it could have been better. But everything else, I do like it. I yeah, put him at A.
Yeah, G1 Shockwave is a pretty good design. The only thing I might not be the biggest fan of, or I guess a little critique, is that I kind of wish he had a bit of a darker purple color scheme. It could be that I'm just really used to Siege's colorization, but I kind of wish he had the one mix between G1 and Siege's color scheme. So kind of like what he had in Prime. But other than that, I don't really think I have too many problems. I guess also the cannon, like it is a bit small, which does make him a bit weird. And while of course he's got his big chest, which is very strange looking on him, that's all I'll say. But yeah, A rank, it's a good ranking for him.
So the funny thing, again, I just absolutely agree with Tarn. The arm cannon just looks just pretty lame. Like I don't know, it's the ending of a water hose or something, and blaster. And yeah, his chest is massive, absolutely. So it's strange, but yeah, also he could have looked cooler if he was darker. I don't think the his buffiness fits for like a scientist, but it's still a pretty solid design. The like bright or like light violet color he has on his chest and hands is kind of lame. I feel like maybe his hands should stay purple or maybe gray, but it's still an A-tier design in my opinion.
Yeah, I actually disagree with the light purple. I think it works well on some Shockwave designs, but it should stay on the chest and nowhere else. Um, here is Soundwave. Honestly, I don't really like his alt mode. I, it works in the context of G1, but he should have a better alt mode. And I mean, I do actually like every other element of the design, though. So I'm actually gonna put this in S. I guess I'm a little used to animated. I wish he was a little beefier, but this does work. Also, a little strange thing is the blue on his chest. I usually imagine it as black, but I guess in G1 this works. I mean, it's not really something that sticks out to me. It's just when I notice it, it feels strange. But yeah, put him in S.
So G1 Soundwave, he's probably one of my favorite designs of it, so automatically he's going to be S tier. But yeah, I do agree that his alt mode definitely could have been changed, but it still works in my opinion. I don't really have too many problems with design. I mean, the only thing I guess I could complain about sometimes in the show they use a lighter blue color than he has in this like model that we have right here, which but that's more of a show thing and less of the design thing. So I don't really have much to say. I'm just rambling. So S tier.
So my fellas are stealing my talking points again, so that's not very nice. But yeah, his chest looks kind of goofy with this light baby blue, but overall, it's like top two G1 designs for me. Possibly top one. It's amazing, amazing color scheme, color layout. Everything just fits and looks really cool. The alt mode is kind of goofy, but well, like whatever. He's S tier. We all agree on that.
All right. So I have done guys. Let's just put. I'm gonna put these guys. This might be a hot take, but I'm gonna put these guys in D. I I think he is. It it has the issue of G1 where everything looks blocky. It's like a block with a head and wings. It doesn't look much like a bird to me at least. But yeah, I usually imagine Laserbeak as being more slim, you know. But yeah, that's my ranking personally.
Yeah, I do. I think I kind of agree with that. I wouldn't say they're fully down there. For me, I think they're C, but really, there's not really much to say about Laserbeak and Buzzsaw. I mean, the only thing I guess to say is that they have the McDonald's logo colors, but they also just have limited movement from what it looks like. Like they barely move in the show, so they're just stuck in the pose they are right here for the whole like thing. But yeah, C for me.
I kind of disagree. I think Laserbeak is still pretty cool. So I would personally put him at B tier. He's kind of blocky and not very bird-like, but also, I mean, he's not a bird, I guess. I mean, he's a robot from space. So it's all kind of weird, but he's red at least, and Basso is yellow, and I think a yellow is just a overall worse and lamer color. So I don't think those designs are bad enough to go in D tier. I would put Laserbeak at B and Basso in C because he's just kind of lame and just there. But I'm gonna also add that uh, I think it's weird in Juan that Transformers have like the Cybertronians have like pets, and that there's a sub race of inferior animalistic Cybertronians. I think the comics handled it better when, like, for example, Ravage was just a normal dude, just cat-like, but he could speak and etc. But yeah, for me, Laserbeak B tier, Basta C tier. And also, I have a question: can I use profanity here? Because it's
Um,
going on YouTube. So,
mm, I'm gonna say no for now.
all right.
All right. Speaking of Ravage, also I think this is taking a pretty decently long time, so we're only gonna do season one today. But yeah,
Oh,
Ravage. Um, this guy. I mean, I guess he fixes the issue when I was talking about Buzzsaw and Laserbeak, where it doesn't look like the animal they're supposed to be. This guy, it looks like a, I don't know, a jaguar. I think it's a jaguar. I think so. But still,
Jaguar.
yeah.
yes.
I'm gonna just put him in B. There's not a lot that's distinct about it, you know. It's like it's Ravage.
So Ravage, I'm gonna have to give him an A tier because I like him for the same reason why you kind of like him. He's not that very blocky. Like he's probably one of the least blockier G1 characters out there. And I just like him based off his design. It's just a interesting design since in G1 we didn't get many like cat formers besides, well, later on Steeljaw. But yeah, A tier for me.
Well, as Stu said, I think that in general, I think Rabbit is just not special, really. The way G1 draws him is just like a metal cat, and yes, that's just it. It's not a bad design, so I think I'm putting it at B tier.
Uh, oh yeah. Um, there's Frenzy and Rumble. These are just little cassette dudes. Um, I mean, yeah, they turn into cassettes, but honestly, I think if you didn't know that, you wouldn't be able to tell like at all. These literally just look like robot dudes who don't transform into anything. They just look like generic robot dudes. Their arms are also kind of strangely small. I do like their pile drivers though, but obviously they're not here. So I guess I will keep them in B.
So Rumble and Frenzy, I'm gonna skip over the debate of who's who, but in terms of how I like him, I think Frenzy is a B. Rumble, in my opinion, he's kind of a C, maybe almost a D. I'm not really a big fan of Rumble's colors.
Also, just so we're on the same
Uh,
page, Rum Blue and Fred Z, Frenzy Red, Rumble Blue.
yep, I agree.
We are ranking G1, so that's just how it is here.
Yeah, but yeah, I think I just like Frenzy's colors a lot more than Rumble's. I don't know. I kind of wish Rumble had a darker blue, like one of the figures that came out for him. Yeah, to me, Frenzy B, Rumble either C or D.
So yes, with the color thing, I also agree with Tarn. This color that Rambo has is just kind of lame. With the names, I think it's obvious that Frenzy is madness, so it's right, but whatever. That's not the point. I think their designs are kind of wonky. As Stu said, they have small arms and they have short arms. They don't even reach their thighs, like maybe barely, but like their right arms are clearly longer than their left arm, so that's just kind of weird. But also their chests are weirdly broad, and like their shoulders are kind of sunken into their torsos, and that looks really odd. But yeah, Frenzy looks better than Rumble. I think Rumble possibly goes into C tier for me. Rumble's at B. I mean Frenzy at B, Rumble at C.
I will also just say, sorry, Stu.
No, you go, you go.
I was gonna say that I'm also just not really a big fan of their guns. They just kind of look weird and goofy. I just never really liked them. I preferred it when they just kept it on their backs or didn't have them at all.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna add on to that and say, sorry against theory, that like all the giant guns that end in like very skinny rifles look just kind of lame, and it's true with these guys as well.
yeah. It's like
I'm finished.
everybody has little pea shooters in J1. But here's we're back to the big guys. Here's Wheeljack. I will say one thing right away. I do find it strange how skinny his legs are. I do wish they were thicker. And I mean, but every other element of the design I like, so I will put this in A tier.
So G1 Wheeljack, I think it's also an A design. I don't really have too many problems with his design per se. Uh, I guess the only problem I guess I could have is sometimes this rocket launcher on his shoulder can look a little bit bigger than what I feel like it should. Like I feel like it's kind of a bit comical how big it is sometimes, but I guess it's just more to fit in with his caricature than actual design flaw. But yeah, I don't really have anything much to say.
Yeah, so I think Wheeljack is a pretty cool design, also pretty iconic. And the way he's drawn here, his chest is very wide for some reason. And yeah, it contrasts in a silly way with his skinny legs, so that's pretty odd. And his head is weirdly big. I mean, it's not like really big, but compared to other characters here, it is proportionately bigger. but I think I mean the way I'm looking at him, I'll put him at B, but I guess it is an A tier design.
Okie dokie. Next, we have. Let's me take it. Here is Prowl. Um, once again, with the sunken shoulder design, very strange. I will give it some points for having wheels present, but um, it has vehicle parts on it. It definitely has vehicle parts on it. I think for that, it has some pretty good points for it. Proportions are pretty good. Honestly, yeah, I'm gonna keep that at A.
So Pro, well, first off, I wish Umalis was here, or so we could hear what I have to say about him. But Pro, he's pretty okay. There are two things about him that I'm not too fond of. His head, or well, his face sometimes looks a bit weird. Sometimes, like I could just be that it's just certain shots, but I feel like I remember his face looking weird. Like I don't know, it was like kind of scrounched up in some shots. And his legs, like particularly the part with the back window for the legs, like it just kind of looks a bit long. Like it looks it's just like kind of long. Again, it's probably due to like the design with their legs being really long, but it just kind of looks like it's stretched out to be really long, which is it just kind of looks a little weird. And I'm not really a big fan of the sedan character's feet or lack of feet. It just looks kind of weird. But I think I'm gonna give him a B tier.
All right, so his legs do look weird in my opinion, especially the shins. He looks like he has like bell bottoms, like really wide ones, and then clown shoes beneath them. So that just gives you like his legs, his shins are big triangles, and that's weird. Not triangles, they're 3D. But yeah, I think his design might be A or possibly S tier. But I just think he's pretty good. I mean, on par with Jess, just with kind of lamer colors. But I think the wings look pretty sick. The head looks cool. Like the red crest looks pretty cool. The colors work. So yeah, but later.
But I guess we should have this guy just right next to him too. They call him Blue Streak, but there's hardly any blue on this guy, and the design is mostly the same. I don't know if there's anything you guys want to add, but I have kind of the same thought. Oh, except he doesn't have wheels. That's interesting. Let me put you in a. Maybe right. He looks like a knock.
Blue Streak.
He looks like a knockoff Prowl. That's all I'm gonna say. He can go.
Yeah, I thought you were done, but sorry. Blue Streak, I kind of sometimes it depends. I flip back and forth whether I like him as much as Prowl or I like him a bit more. One thing I definitely like more than Prowl on him is that he has his little shoulder cannons. I think those are really cool. It kind of gives him a unique look. But yeah, barely any blue on this guy, but I guess it's just a meme with him that he has barely any blue. In terms, I think I'm gonna give him the same ranking as Prowl, a C tier. Or B tier, I mean.
So for me, I think his color scheme is more lame. Prowl has white and black, which is almost always a good color scheme, with bits of red and even with some blue sprinkled there. But this guy has gray and also gray and some red, but he has way red thighs and belly, which are kind of lame placements. And yeah, I can't get excited for a dude who's the freaking gray, like oh light gray and dark gray. I think he's pretty lame. I agree with the take with Steve's take that he's a knockoff Prowl, and also like the windows are like on the insides of his skins, like not just on on the shin centered, but like inwards towards his body, and I think that also looks it's a nice pick, but it looks lame. So I'd actually put him at C tier.
Yeah, definitely. That is very strange. Very strange.
Yeah.
All right, Cliff Jumper. I guess just put this guy right next to B as well. Unless you guys have anything else to say, I don't really have much to say. He's just red. I do like the how they drew the car parts on him though. That is definitely better here.
Yeah, Def Jumper over here. He's I like him more than Bumblebee, honestly. I think I'm gonna give him a A. I like the black and like gray and black, well, a little bit of black that he has on him. And I think he just has a better looking face and chest design. He just looks like a better Bumblebee in my opinion. So A tier for me.
Yeah, I'm actually gonna change my mind. I'm gonna say A2.
Well, the way he's drawn in Juan, he's the colors are better than Bumblebee because obviously red is better than yellow, I think. But with the way his colors are placed, he has he looks like he has red shoes, uh, like dark gray panties, or like trunks, and like a red crop top, because like it looks like his skin is just dark gray and he's showing all of his legs, all of his forearms and his belly, and that looks pretty funny to me, very 80s. I think he lacks red. It's weird that he has so much dark gray and gray in general when his design is when his outfit is mostly red. In Joanne, I think the way they made the summit is also like kind of lame looking. So yeah, I think he's worse than Bumblebee, but let's just I would put him at in C tier as well. C tier, I think I said. But yeah, anyway.
Right. Yeah. We got Hound. Now this guy. Once again, I do like the color placement or vehicle mode placement, but I do also like the color placement. The shoulders. That's a weird placement. His shoulders are kind of low. I understand why it's there because of how like the front of the vehicle is shaped. If his shoulders were higher, it would kind of look like it's floating. But G1 has definitely done some vehicle mode part mass shifting before, so I think they could have made it work. I don't know why they went strictly toy accurate with this one, but yeah, I did put it in B. I guess I'm gonna leave it in B.
Yeah, G1 Hound, he's definitely the definition of kind of a he's definitely the definition of a, bland character. There's not really much I like about him or dislike. He's kind of a bland looking design. I mean, I like the green. It's none of the other characters besides a couple, well, Autobots in season one have that. But I don't know. He's just kind of bland. I mean, I guess I do like his shoulder rocket, but his like gun he's holding just kind of looks lame, and his face, I don't know, his face just looks bland. So B tier or C for me.
His colors are very not special. They do work well together. They're like I don't know, light mint green and like sand green. Pretty good, but the shoulders are just atrocious. The way he's drawn here, his diaper is really big. But yeah, just for these shoulders, I think this could get at A or B, but just for these shoulders, I'm putting him at C tier.
Right here. Oh yeah, here's another guy with some weird shoulders. Look at Huffer. This must be the one thing that makes him whine so much, because I know he's a whiner in G1. This thing must piss him off every day.
I think you're thinking of beers.
Maybe. I don't know.
Uh,
Whatever. Um, there's no real car parts on him except if you count that thing behind his head, but that's you can't really tell what kind of car part that is if you don't know what it transforms into. Same thing with his arms. I guess they're supposed to be the smokestacks, but they are definitely looking very strange. I don't know. He just looks like a goober. It looks weird. D tier.
E1 Huffer, well, Huffer in general, I just don't like. But since we're basing off design, I'm not gonna immediately give him a D for character. But yeah, he's one of my least favorite season one designs. One, his like waist piece, it kind of makes him look like he's wearing like a mini skirt. I don't know, it's weird. Like he just looks like he's wearing a mini skirt, and he kind of looks like he has like a bald cap on with his head. Also, one thing that's weird is that all these characters are doing like the same pose, but yeah, Huffer has his arms raised up, which I don't know, it just kind of makes him look lame or I don't know, trying to like stand out. It's such a weird choice that they made him have this weird stance. But yeah, Huffer, I'm gonna give him a D, just straight up. He's my least is favorite design.
Yeah, Huffer is one of those designs that doesn't have a single cool thing about it. He has like a, I don't know, weird balaclava on his head. Shoulders are atrocious. He does have the miniskirt. He has the freaking legs of Chica from Five Nights at Freddy's with that makes him look like he's a chicken or a duck, like because they're orange and so flat. On his feet are so flat. his fists are really big. I don't know, he goes from shoulder to forearm instantly, and yeah, that looks just absolutely atrocious. A design that has no good qualities, I think. I guess with this color scheme it could work, but yeah, D tier, garbage.
Absolutely no aura. Now,
Yes.
Straight to the pits of in the inferno with him.
here's and this is Gears. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I don't know a lot of the mini bots to be honest. I
Yeah,
have
that's yours.
Yeah.
I have no real attachment to this design or character. Um, this might be very unfair, but I'm just gonna put him in D as well. I think it's strange how he's like all red. Like if you took away his arms, you'd assume that his arms would be red too, and they're just randomly blue. And his head design, I understand why it's like that, but once again, very strange vehicle placement. And other than that, there like is no vehicle placement.
Yeah, Gears is also very bland. He also, in my opinion, if we're going off character, he kind of feels like a worse Ironhide since his only character trait I remember him having is that he's like the oldest bot around, but that was like it. He doesn't have anything cool to him. And the only time he was cool was just the one episode about him. But in terms of design, it's kind of bland. The head looks atrocious to me. I do not like that head. But yeah, D or C in my opinion, but I'm leaning towards D with him.
So yes, it is pretty bad. Like when you look at it, the head does look goofy, very goofy. The arms do stand out. Like they're uh, only it looks like only the like edges of his body are blue. It seems like that's the rule, and that's very goofy. Yeah, and it's weird that he doesn't turn the head inside the hood, but I think at least that's what the legacy figure of him does. He turns the whole break thing. Yeah, it's I think that's just a lame design. Maybe I would go towards C, but I think he's fine where he is at the D tier.
Now here's Wind Charger. Um, yeah, it's just the same points as um, Gears. I don't understand why they would make him a different color from his outside vehicle mode because it just ends up making him have these arm colors that are completely different from the rest of his body, except for his little red boots. Just and does he have like little? And also, I don't know if you guys see that too, but it kind of looks like his upper torso is placed in front of his legs instead of on top. But yeah,
Yes, we,
that's all I have to say. Wait, he also look
the way
his
his
head.
Yeah,
right
it
leg is
looks
drawn.
really weird.
His head also just looks
His
like
torso is rotated other than in a different way than his leg.
yeah, his head also just looks like Motormaster drawn from memory and just slapped onto this guy.
Yeah, Wind Charger is a very bland design. Although I'll be honest, I kind of like him more than Huffer and Gears just because he doesn't have it's just colorization in my opinion that looks kind of bad on him. Well, until you point out the leg thing, but I still kind of like him a bit more than them, so I'm gonna put him in C. He's just nothing special.
Yeah, this guy, the head is very stupid. It can be interpreted well. I think IDW drew the head in a similar way, but also in a way cooler way. But yeah, it's like it also sinks into his torso. There's the problem with these mini bots is that they were very simple. So when they were translated into designs, because they neither of them had like a distinct head, they just did this, and it looks pretty awful. He has a lot of gray, which is also a very uninteresting color. So yeah, I mean I like the character, so I want to say C tier, but no, it's a D tier design.
Okay, now, um, Trailbreaker. I always thought this was the guy that was in the 2007 movie. Fun fact, but no, it's Ironhide. Uh, this guy though, he has a little, he has his own little pea shooter on his hand. But other than that, it's a has a unique vehicle mode placement on his chest. I understand why the rest of the body isn't really vehicle mode placements. Same with the other designs, but sometimes they take liberties like Ironhide and Ratchet. I don't know why they don't take little liberties to make this guy a little bit better. But I will put this guy in B.
I 100% agree. Now, I wasn't a big fan of his design until I started reading the Skybound comics, so I like his design a lot more than I used to. But yeah, I think he's a B tier. The only thing I kind of don't like about him is that he looks super tall and skinny in this image. Like I think he should be a bit more bulked out and like less really long legs and stuff. But again, that's just probably proportions. But yeah, I really like Trailbreaker's design. Again, he has the visor. Not many characters have that, so B tier.
I think his design has like these very random elements. He wears like red kneecaps for riding, for when you learn how to skate or ride a bike. That's kind of stupid. His shoulders are very tall for some reason. He's just very goofy overall. The thing on his left forearm, again, doesn't look like a gun. Uh, Again, some kind of pea shoulder or like whatever end of a toothpaste kind of thing. His legs, again, widen towards the bottoms, close to his feet. He has the like many of the other designs, the diaper. I like the character from the IW comics. The again, same thing with Wind Charger, but here he just looks kind of lame, so I would put him at C tier.
Okay, here's this guy, Mirage. I almost forgot Mirage's name, but here's Mirage, and this is a design that I think I like. It has random. I just noticed right here. It has some elements of black on his hands and shoulders, which do seem kind of out of place, to be honest. But I mean, if you're thinking about it, it seems out of place. But I think if you look at it from a distance as an overall design, it works. All the colors work pretty well. It has some pretty unique color placements, and it's not a lot of solid colors like the rest of these designs have. You can see on the side of his torso it's blue, in front it's white, and just those little details make it pop out a little bit more than it would have if it was just all one solid color like the rest of these designs tend to do. So actually, I'm gonna put this guy in A.
So, Mirage, I like his look better when he's on screen in the show than here. I don't know. He just kind of looks a bit more bland here than he did in the actual show. But in terms of what I like, I do like his shoulder cannon, how it's like an actual just like straight up missile. It just looks kind of cool. But yeah, in terms of the rest of his body, it's pretty okay. I don't really have much to say. Oh wait, I do like his gun though. His other gun, it does look kind of nice. But yeah, probably A or B for me.
So it's interesting with this design because I think it has some lame qualities. I'm like drag strips, so like the thing on his chest looks kind of lame. His head is lame. Uh, the design has round elements, which I also don't really like. But still, just because of the really good color scheme, in my opinion, with blue and white and the black dust fit, in my opinion, just because of those colors, I think it stays at A tier. Just really good color placement and everything. Yeah,
All right, here's a little tough guy. Here's a little tough guy, Braun. Um, yeah, he's wearing little repairman gloves, and he has this little bicycle riding kneecaps, like Nacho said, with this trailbreaker guy. Um, his head is definitely, is it larger or does it just? Okay, his head just seems larger because of how it looks like a mountain on his head. Um, I'm gonna put him in C. Well, hmm, at least with the parts that don't have vehicle parts on it, like his chest, it has some unique and cool design elements. So I will give him that. I will put him in C.
So, Braun. Braun's kind of just a okay character to me. I wasn't a big fan of him, and his color scheme does look pretty cool. Kind of like a hound's. It's a bit more unique with the green, and I guess the head is cool because it is like round and not just a square blocky head like everyone else. But I'm going to give him probably a C. He's an okay design.
So this guy looks like a dwarf ninja turtle. I think the design is quite awful. The thing behind his head looks bad. His head looks just atrocious. He's got a long weird face, kind of looking like Megatron. His haircut is atrocious. I think it is both too round, both too wide in the bottom to look like anything cool. He's wearing a yellow G-string, which is also an interesting choice. He has like only light gray knees, which is weird. But then the whole legs are the same color, which is a bad thing in my opinion. I would put his design at D tier. I dislike it, even though I think the character is a cool concept. Yeah, I dislike the design.
And Tarn, you said C or D?
C.
Okay, so C he stays. You've been saved today, Braun. But here, I'm not gonna put him down there. Let's put him up there. I think. Well, looking at Sunstreaker's design, it's kind of like if you think about it, it's kind of like an adult Bumblebee with where the vehicle mode pieces are placed. Um, the yellow, I guess that's it. Maybe Bumblebee's brother. Who knows? I mean, that has nothing to do with the design. I'm just yapping. But yeah, I do always like this um, vehicle mode placement with Cliff Jumper and B and this guy instead of just always putting the car hood as the chest. I think that's generic and it doesn't always work here. Works pretty well. Uh, it's also just not a robot guy. They did some pretty unique design choices with his arms. Uh, yeah, and his head too. Like typically with these heads, they're really round and they have this little mohawk thing and it's generic. This guy has something unique going for it.
Sunstreaker, well, I'm just gonna say right now, I like Sideswipe more than him in terms of his design, but we'll get to that later. Sunstreaker, he's an okay design in my opinion. Nothing, I never really found anything too. I don't know. I never found anything that I liked about him too much, but so I'm just gonna give him a B. He's pretty good mostly.
Yeah, that personally, I agree with what you guys said, but personally, I'm not sure if I would give it an A or a B because one time I look at the design and think it's alright, but the other time I look at it and think, oh, it's actually pretty cool. So I'm not sure, but I can tell you his head actually looks pretty stupid. Like horizontal heads, I feel like if you have a horizontal head, a head that is wider than taller, you look stupid for sure. And yeah, I think his head does look stupid. And the thing on the top of his shoulders are also really freaking stupid. Like, why are they here? They can only get in the way, and that's the only purpose they can have, and they look lame. But I don't know. I guess A tier.
I will say commenting on that his like his side pieces kind of make him look like Wheeljack if he didn't have a face mask, which I just wanted to comment on that it kind of looks like that.
Yeah, he also has like kind of ear-shaped things.
Yeah, it just kind of looks like a goblin. Also, just noticing his
Yes, yes.
his design or his forearms. His left forearm has lines, but his right arm just doesn't. This is pretty sure unfinished design. Well,
Yeah, that's also
not in a
weird.
serious sense. Like the colors aren't there, but just a fun thing I noticed. But here's Sideswipe, and one thing I will say I noticed right off the bat is it's very strange how he has white wheels down here, and I'm also pretty sure his cannon is supposed to be on the other side, but maybe I don't know. I don't really pay attention to these Autobots shoulder cannons, but I do like the vehicle placements where they are. I would prefer his wheels to be red or black, not red, because they're wheels. Why are the wheels? Unless somehow the rubber parts just came off, um, which would be convoluted. But I do like the vehicle placement, even though it is definitely pretty blocky on his chest. I feel like it kind of looks like the car part is extended over his entire torso or whatever. But I do like the overall placement, and yeah, I'm actually gonna concede on
So
that B.
oh, okay, so Sideswipe, like I said, I like him more than Sunstreaker. I honestly, now having gotten a closer look at him when you zoomed in, I honestly give him a S tier, or not S, A tier design. I do like him, and Yeah, the shoulder rocket, I think it is supposed to be on the other side, or at the very least in some like other G1 stuff it is, but he just looks good. The white tires thing kind of makes it look like he like kind of reminds me of this one scene in the Cars movie where the character had white tires. So yeah, uh, A tier though, A tier for him.
I think this guy looks kind of interesting because the thing is, in almost all modern figures and interpretations of the character, the hood on his chest is wider and larger. So seeing it being so small and disproportionate is really funny. He also looks like he's wearing a red crop top. Like you can see his white belly again, and that is really funny. Especially again, he looks like he has only trunks on, and I think that's kind of funny because these designs are from the 80s, and that is how people dressed in the 80s. So, but yeah, again, I think it's a pretty cool design. Uh, yeah, the chest should have been wider, like larger here. It looks kind of weird here, but yeah, I think still an A tier.
All right, let's put this guy in A tier. And we have another. Wow, that's
The
uh
welcoming committee.
just all of these secret designs. I'm gonna rapid fire these, and you guys can talk about them. This guy just
You
looks
put
like
him at D tier, I'm pretty sure.
like an alternate concept of Thundercracker. I don't know these guys' names, by the way.
Bitstream.
Yeah, this guy.
I could tell you. Well,
Let me go through these first. These two look like concepts of Skywarp. This is Sunstorm, of course. Or is it the other? No, no, that's Suns. That's Suns. Wait, is he even in G1?
Yes,
Okay, okay. I'm just gonna.
they are all in the same scene, the four of them.
Oh, because then there's this guy, or is this Nova Storm? I don't know. These are just random repaints. There's another one that I think looks like just like a concept um, Thundercracker, but yeah, that's all the Seekers. I'm just let me look at these individually. I actually do like this color scheme. Uh, I'm gonna put that up there. This one I actually do like. This one is pretty unique. It honestly kind of looks like a fan design to me. This one, um, I don't know. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. Maybe I'm tweaking, but I think this is the designers really lock in on these colors for the Seekers.
Yeah, because they only appeared in one scene
All right, I'm done.
for like a couple of frames. Sorry.
I mean, sorry, you can go next if you want to talk about them.
all right. I don't know who the darker one's name is. I honestly never remembered him, but I know the
That's
other.
Nacelle.
Okay, that's so. All right. So the first one, the Thundercracker looking guy, Bitstream there. I kind of like him. I think he's S tier. I do agree. Nacelle, he looks kind of cool, but I think I'm gonna give him A tier. Hot Link, the Skywarp purple looking guy. Um, I'm gonna give him A as well. Sunstorm, I'm giving S. That's my ranking. I just like their colors.
For me, Beatstream has a cool color scheme, blue and dark blue and white. Not dark blue, just blue and white contrast pretty well. Nacelle, I kind of have a problem with because like this would be an Esther design easily, but the dark blue and black or dark gray are too close in my opinion, and it's that's why I would put it in A tier as well. I think that's what Darren said as well. Then Hotlink, the move them, I guess. Or Hotlink, so the violet, bright violet, black and the white one, I think is also S tier. Just also a popping color scheme, kind of like Bitstream. I think I actually like him more than Scarab because of the more like uh, alive colors, I guess, like lifeful, if that's the word, colors. And then Sunstorm is yeah, I guess S tier as well. He's pretty cool. The colors don't go against each other as much as on Nassau. So, shouldn't you move Hotlink to S tier or something?
Did I move? Oh, move hot. Wait, which one's hot link?
The purple one on the bottom of A tier.
Purple guy. Wait, what did you
But
said?
we both ranked Team S,
Okay,
so
okay. I also want to
should be
comment.
before Sandstorm though, because that's how he was. But whatever, I suppose.
Okay, maybe it's just because I'm a big Transformers Prime fan, but I think in some cases when colors are like really close to each other, like you said on a cell, right here, I think it looks pretty cool. It's better than just having a whole gray character. At least it's like a little bit of a contrasting color, but yeah.
I mean, I just don't like how much dark blue there is. Mostly, I think I would just change the color of thighs, to be honest. Because everything else fits. If he had like white thighs, it would kind of break up the whole thing and look better. But it's still a good design, in my opinion. But just that one thing.
Also, I just think these Bond three, I think the Rainmakers, these guys just look like cheap little statues. They're always like one or two colors. All right,
So, oh, are we gonna? Oh no, I was gonna
are you gonna?
do the Rainmakers,
Wait,
but
aren't you gonna talk about the Rainmakers first?
Yeah, I thought you guys just skipped over them. Yeah, let's zoom in on that.
so the Rainmakers, personally, I like them. I know they're all basically the same color, but I think, well, I mainly like Acid Storm the most out of them. Nova Storm and Ion Storm are pretty. I think I'm gonna give them C. They're okay, but Acid Storm, I give it a B to them.
Well, I kind of hate when characters are fully one color, and these guys are obviously that. If I don't know, at least they have like I don't know, maybe the upper arms a different color, or like fists or feet or whatever. They could even go at B, but like that, I think those are still seekers, so I wouldn't put them at D, but I would put them all at C tier. So
Okie dokie, okie dokie. It's okay. Reflector. Reflector is. I'm just gonna put him in D right away. I don't know if it's just me, but me personally, I could not tell that this guy would turn into a camera, let alone that he combines with two other characters.
So Reflector, he's pretty okay in my opinion. Again, like Huffer, he kind of looks like he looks like he has a bald cap on. Like it just looks weird. But honestly, I like the green and purple he's got going on with his like chest section. Like it just looks really unique, the purple and green. So in my opinion, I give him either a C or a very low B, but I think I'm gonna go with C with him.
I'm not quite sure what tier I should give him. The color scheme, I gotta agree, is nice, but I think Transformers with round heads almost always look very lame and awful. Yeah, that is awful again, and the like his feet or whatever that part is, like his ankles also are atrocious. His feet don't even go forward. Uh, like his arms are a bit too short. I don't think I quite dislike this design to go dislike this design enough to go in D tier. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna give it C or D, but I guess C tier because at least that's an interesting color scheme.
Yes. Okay. Skip you, fake Constructicon. Nah, I know C Bunny would put this guy all the way at the top on S, but I don't know. It has the same elements as the Seekers. It has the cockpit in the front. It has the wings on the back. But uh, hmm, hmm. I don't know. It just doesn't give off the same oomph as the Seeker design. At least not to me. I'm gonna put this guy in A.
I agree. Jetfire slash Skyfire, whatever you want to call him over here. I do like him. I would say S tier, but I'm not gonna give him that for a couple reasons. One, I just prefer the toy design over him. Like in terms of the face, I like the toy design for Jetfire a lot more. And the face, like, I don't know, the face just kind of looks a bit weird to me, and sometimes. And there's just some design elements about the toy that I just like more than the actual cartoon design. I do think his giant like rifle is pretty cool, and I do like how he's super massive, which I feel like there should be more characters in G1 that should have reflected what their vehicle mode size is a lot more better, like how Jetfire does. But yeah, Astral Train, he should have been as big as Jetfire, but yeah, I think I'm gonna give him a A as well.
All right, so I think Skyfire is a pretty awesome design. The white, the whole white, basically full white color scheme really works here because there's a few of dark, some of dark gray and also red, and red works really well with white. So again, just this design is really cool. I kind of disagree with Tarn about the toy being cooler because to me it just looks kind of too try hard in Japanese, and like it's trying very hard, and it kind of doesn't fit his character. Like he's a scientist. I don't remember quite his character in G1 that much, but I imagine this guy is more of a like a quiet, calmer person. So no, yeah. Anyway, I think I would put him in A tier as well, possibly S tier, but let's do A.
Ooh, Grimlock. Okay, getting close to the end here, guys. I think we've been recording for about an hour. Um, this is gonna be one hell of a video to edit. But anyway, um, can't really tell that Grimlock transforms into a dinosaur aside from, I guess, the little fangs on his arms and his little T Rex parts on his back. I guess. Also, I just noticed. I think he's the only design. Uh, he's like the only design where his head is like looking directly into your soul. Other ones are kind of peering over. Anyway, um, I do like the Grimlock design, but as a representation of a dinosaur, um, I might have to say this guy is a B.
Yeah, G1 Grimlock. There's some parts about him that I think later continuities did way better at in terms of making him represent his dinosaur mode and robot mode a lot better. One thing I do like is again the visor looks really good, and I do like how the Dinobots in G1 had the blue eyes. The red eyes does look good as well, but the blue eyes looks nice on the Dinobots. I do like his gun, like his double like barrel looking gun. It does look pretty cool. I guess the legs kind of look a bit weird, like how they're really skinny at the top and then they just grow into these massive, like shin-sized things down there. Like you cannot even tell where his feet are sometimes compared to the rest of his leg. But yeah, I think I'm gonna give him a B as well. I almost want to say A, but I think I'm gonna stick with B as well.
So I agree with the last thing that Tarn said about the legs. They look really weird because his thighs are obviously doing an A stance, and they're really skinny, but then his legs go straight instead of outwards, like his thighs look like they're going, and his shins are very, I guess, bottom legs, but whatever, are very flat on the insides, and I think it looks bad that he's like really plain, other than his torso that has some detail, really plain everywhere else, and I think that just looks really bad. Again has like these weird bell bottom things on his legs. They're weirdly triangular and uh, round. I really dislike that. I'm not sure if his yellow is supposed to be pale here. I'm pretty sure it was normal yellow in the cartoon and the movie. But yeah, just really plain. I don't like how he's drawn here. I think like later interpretations of the character did of the design did way better. Like for example, just look at the Surface 86 toy that looks way better. But yeah, this guy's I suppose B tier as well. I'd give him.
Okay, okay. Let's look at this guy next. Once again, it's the same issues I kind of have with Grimlock, except of course, Grimlock is much more recognizable. This guy, I would say he's one of the main three Dinobots. I know there's technically five, but I guess I'm used to animated, so I only think of this guy, the Triceratops, and Swoop as the main three. So, let's just rapid fire these teams so we can just get the video over with. This guy, I genuinely don't know his name. I like how the design looks, but I'm pretty sure this is the guy with the long neck in the dinosaur mode. You can't really see that here, but I do like the shaping and stuff. I think that's pretty cool. I actually do like that better than Grimlock. This guy, kind of the same thing, but I think he still suffers some of the same issues as Grimlock with, yeah, having those weird proportions, like his little swoop feet. It's like I don't know how to explain it. It's like they're like clumps, just like clumped up at the bottom. And usually I don't mind how that looks, but here it's very distinct and very fat and weird. And his forearms, I also noticed, are very small. Here, swoop swoop is swoop is cool. Swoop has some pretty good color choices instead of just randomly slapping green or blue on the legs. So yeah,
The other four. Oh, are you done, Stuart?
yeah, I'm done.
Okay. The other four Dinobots, I'll go quickly through them. Slug or Slag, whatever you want to call him, Triceratops. There's not much I can say about him. I think B is pretty good rating for him. Although I will say his red face and the white horns on the back make him look like a Red Bull for some reason to me. I don't know why. It just gives me that vibes. Uh, Sludge, there's a Allosaurus next to Jetfire. I do like him. I think he's my favorite out of these five in terms of look. So A. Um, Snarl, the Stegosaur next to Slug over there. He looks pretty good. He's probably my second favorite, so I think I'm gonna give him an A actually. Swoop also A. He's really good. I do like the contrast with the others, with him having the blue. The only thing that looks kind of weird is the like really sharp pointy head on him, but I guess it's just a design choice. So I'm still gonna give him an A. They're still really good designs in my opinion.
I didn't mention about Grimlock that I the problem I have with him is that he's just weirdly skinny, and I think that's unacceptable for the leader of the Dinobots. And these long legs only exaggerate the problem. But I think every other Dinobot probably goes at A tier. Uh, the Slag, the Triceratops, I like because again he's not as skinny. He's got broad shoulders and more red, which I guess is cool. Sludge is very similar to Slag and Snarl, again the same thing. So I put all of these guys in A tier. Swoop as well, and although he does have a weird head. So it seems, yeah, just move this guy to A tier.
This guy, right?
Yes, that's where me and Tarn would move him.
Alright, I gotcha. Now, let's look at the Insecticons. These guys, um, I'm just gonna put them in B for right now, then take some individual looks. Um, I already don't like the gray on Bombshell. Like every other Insecticon has purple. This guy's just lacking it entirely, and it looks boring. I wish he had purple. So, I do like his head design though. It's very cool. I like the overall design minus the colors. Uh, so I'm gonna leave that guy in B. As for Kickback, I don't know. He's definitely bland. Um, he has some nice colors. I wish he had a little bit more purple, but yeah, he's doing his own thing. Here's Shrapnel, which he honestly looks okay. He has really long thighs, first off. But secondly, I was gonna say that here it looks like his horns are coming out of his head instead of the sides of his torso. I don't know how I feel about that, but I'm pretty sure it's not actually coming out from his head anyway. Um, yeah, I do like the colors on these guys. I like the black and purple and yellow combo, except for Bombshell, of course. He should have purple.
Uh, s- so you're giving them all the same ranking, or
Yes, I'm giving them all the same ranking.
okay? Bombshell, I'm gonna keep with B, no pun intended. I do like his design. The colors are again the purple. I wish he had purple. And honestly, the gun on top of his head kind of looks goofy in my opinion. It just kind of looks dumb in my opinion. Kickback, I'm gonna give A. I honestly really like him. I like his like antennas on his head and his wings. How they're like different from the other characters' wings. Like they're not actually just wings. It's just like weird spikes that come out of his shoulders. And I do like how he has like a Tommy gun looking type gun. Um, Grapnel, he's probably my second favorite. I'm gonna also give him an A. He just looks cool. I like the white on his legs. It makes him a bit different. He kind of looks like an improved bombshell, honestly. But yeah, that's my ranking.
So I'm kind of struggling between the A tier and the B tier because those guys actually do look pretty cool. Also, do they look as cool as the characters in A tier? I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm gonna keep them at B tier, but I am gonna say, although I think Bombshell would look cooler with purple because, uh, like at least on his hands or something, I think he's kinda pulling the light gray torso off. And he's pulling he's pulling off, pulling it off, I guess. When you try to say it differently, it doesn't make sense. But yeah, it just kind of fits with the yellow and the gray, in my opinion, and the white. But yeah, he misses just some purple in his design. So yeah, B tier on all of them.
Okay. Oh, my favorite, my absolute favorite. Let's go through these one by one, of course. Here, well, I'm gonna. We're still rapid firing the team, but Scrapper. Um, this guy definitely. Well, oh, his shoulders are kind of low. Interesting. Um, first off, I'm gonna say I love the colors on these guys. I do find it interesting how his his shoulders aren't black to represent the wheels, but the wheels on his legs are. Uh, they are black. I don't know. Uh, this guy is kind of weird proportions. I'm actually gonna put this guy in C. The proportions are weird. Should have colored wheels. Uh, yeah, it's kind of bland. You can't really tell what this guy transforms into. Long haul, also weird proportions. I wish he was a little bit of a beefier guy. He is. He definitely looks very tall here, and his shoulders are also in a weird place. But I do like the vehicle placement. His lack of feet is a little bit strange, but I don't know. Well, his legs are also pretty thin too. I just noticed he doesn't really have heels. That's that's interesting. I don't know. Something about it just makes sense to me. Like it works. Hook, you're going to see this guy. The feet. It's just like, what are we doing? Why is this random vehicle mode part here? And I just noticed, why is the wheel purple? Very strange. This is. I like the upper body, but the legs, it kind of messes it up. Bone Crusher, a lot of people have an issue with how green this guy is. Once again, maybe it's just because I'm a Constructicon Glazer, but I don't really mind. I think this guy has the best drawn proportions out of all these guys. And I do also like the vehicle mode placement on this guy. Again, it's very unique. So I'm gonna put that guy in B. This guy, Scrapper or Scavenger, um, shoulders are low again. I don't know why they make the shoulders so low on these Constructicons, but I do like his little Hulk color scheme going on here. I do like it. Um, the scoop though, I wish it was like folded up onto his back, like Combiner Wars or 86 Devastator. But yeah, I think it works fine enough. This Devastator, even though I love the Devastator design, I'm gonna put this guy in C instead of B because I think the real reason I fell in love with this design was Devastation, and that definitely does the proportions much better. Like, because this is based on the toy, not like actually making it make sense, of course. So the barrel being in the middle of his knee, I feel like that logically wouldn't make sense. He would be splitting the barrel in half, and that'd be strange. How half of this scrapper leg is just stilts. That's definitely not stable, and Scrapper must be suffering. Also, the treads. It should be light green over here for Bone Crusher and purple for Scavenger. And another thing, Scavenger doesn't even have his scoop coming out, so I don't know why that's just absent there entirely. And also the proportions on the waist and the chest. It almost feels like it's like scrunched up, trying to go into one place and on his tummy, if that makes sense. Yeah, I just wish his chest plate was higher and maybe his legs look a little bit more connected to his waist. Yeah, but I'm done yapping now.
All right, I'm gonna try to go quick with the Constructicons. So Scrapper, I'm gonna give a. He might be my favorite. Oh, you didn't. Sorry.
No, no, I'm done. I'm done.
Oh, okay. Scrapper, he's my favorite out of them, so I'm gonna give him actually an A. I really like his like head and his like. I just like the proportions on him. He just looks pretty good. I like the tire. Again, vehicle kibble was nice on some of these G1 characters. Long haul. I'm just going based off who's next to him. Long haul, yeah, he needs to be beefier. But can we also zoom in on his like feet real quickly? Like just like I know you pointed out he doesn't have ankles, and honestly, it just kind of looks like somebody sliced his feet off. Like it just looks like someone cut them
Oh,
off and left that side part on
yeah,
for his
definitely.
quote unquote toe. Like I don't know, it's just kind of weird looking. Uh, Bone Crusher, his leg. I feel like his legs should be. I don't know. Realistically, his legs should be gray or purple, depending on like what color they're giving it. But I never had too much of a problem with it. And I just find it kind of weird. He looks like he's wearing a hat the whole time with the little like part of his head that goes over his visor. Just kind of looks like he's wearing like some weird hat thing. But oh yeah, Bone Crusher. I'm gonna give him a probably a C though. On uh long haul, I'm gonna give a probably also a B. Again, if you want to zoom out. Okay. Mixmaster. His feet look weird. I don't know. The tire isn't colored like the tire down there. Like it just looks weird. And like the grill part on it, I feel like should be gray, like the grill part on the front of the feet, but it's just not. And it's just a weird design choice. And the only thing I will say, unlike the 86 figure, the like canopy over his head looks much better here. On 86, it looks weird. It's like too big in my opinion, but
Definitely.
on here it looks okay. And I do say his chest is kind of bland with just purple, really. That's all I have to say about Mixmaster. Uh, Hook. Yeah, the weird vehicle kibble thing on his foot right there is just weird. It could be on the other side. I know why it's not there, but it's so distracting looking. Uh, the rest of them looks pretty okay. I'm probably gonna give him a B as well. Mixmaster, I'll give a B as well. We have Hook over here. Or, I mean Scavenger. Yeah, the back part, like the arm part of his vehicle mode on the just like a little tail behind him looks really weird. I feel like he should have a '07 Bone Crusher design with that. Like it should be like a claw that can like be over his head. But other than that, he looks pretty good. I do like how his face, he kind of looks like he has like a gas mask on, like with his like weird face design. And yeah, that's all I have to say about him. Probably B as well. Devastator now. I'm gonna give Devastator an A. I still like the design. It's still a good design in my opinion. The only problems I have is, well, yeah, Scrapper's whole leg just looked really weird. I think they could have added something to it, like in between, to not make it look like he's on a stilt. And the arms do kind of look a bit weird. Well, the like upper part of the arm, how it's like skinny and it like bulks up around like the lower arm, and then like the hand. I don't know. That's all I have to say about them.
All right, I'm just going to rejoin the call in a sec. So yeah, I had this weird problem where my phone would shake when the sound was coming out of it, and the sound was coming out of the top of the phone instead of the bottom for some reason. But whatever. So Scrapper is, I think, all right. He can stay at B tier. Uh, Long haul, I think he looks awful. The shoulders are too low. His arms are too short. His torso is goofy. He has no thighs at all. Basically, he's like, I mean, I suppose the upper parts of his legs are the thighs, but it looks weird, really weird and bad. He has no feet. He has no ankles. I think C tier, but also even possibly D tier. I think he looks really bad. Bone Crusher. I guess I would also put him at C tier because he looks like he's wearing pajamas with his, like he's a 6-year-old with this bright green color. Mixmaster. I think he looks weird because he looks like he's wearing a jumpsuit or like a sweatsuit, I guess. Like whatever swimmers wear that like really sticks into their skin, and like they wear exactly the same thing when they have like this one part bodysuit with shorts, and it just the purple part. I mean, it looks like it's just really weird in my opinion. Bulky arms, yeah, the fit are weird, but I find this guy kind of charming, and he has a cool head, so I'd actually put him at B tier. Next, Hook. Yeah, that his right leg at least his right leg looks awful. His left leg looks pretty bad as well. Very unexciting color and kind of doesn't fit. Was the Scavenger also kind of goofy? I guess I would give him C tier. He also has like weird pants. Devastator, I would actually give B tier. So I think that's where you should move him. And I'm not sure if you aren't supposed to move Long Haul and Bone Crusher. Like, was it your rank them turn again?
I gave Bone Crusher like a C along with Long Haul.
So yeah, I feel like we both gave them C, so they should probably both go there.
And you both said B for Mix Master,
Uh,
or am I making that up?
I think Tarn said C, I said B.
yeah, I said C.
Okay. All right. So now let's look at the rows of
Uh,
these guys. So does the S row look fine to y'all?
Yeah, very peak.
yeah, it's pretty good looking.
Okay. Okay.
The
All right.
only one I would oh, sorry.
Uh,
Um,
yeah, let's just move on to A. I'm gonna rearrange it how I think I should, and then you guys can give thoughts. Oh, this is a lot.
Oh wait, were you like asking us of the order in C tier?
You like to order an S tier because we're doing
I mean S tier. I think I would put Soundwave at 1 or 2. I disagree with that one. And Sunstorm at the end,
Mm,
because Sunstorm has just the most unoriginal color scheme in my opinion out of S tier.
I'm gonna leave that where
Like,
it
I mean,
is.
just yellow and white, whatever. And Soundwave is just such a go-to design. I'll put it on what two, I guess.
Oh, I like
yeah, I
Soundwave
agree. I
so
think
much. I'm gonna put it right there. That works. Okay. I'm still rearranging
Yeah.
this. Let's.
Well, I think Wheeljack and Cliff Jumper look the worst out of A tier, personally. And Megatron, yeah.
I feel like Sunstreaker's the worst of A tier, but whichever he goes.
No, get in front of Thundercracker. I don't like Thundercracker. I don't know if you guys can tell.
I mean, you
Yeah.
put him at S tier. I'm pretty sure before
Okay.
in your first draft, but I guess whatever. In draft, your choice. But yeah, he's just kind of not as good as the other Seekers. The blue color.
Okay. Uh, I'll leave it at that. Okay, I guess I'm done with A tier.
Yeah.
You guys have any thoughts on A tier?
Uh, I think it's pretty okay. I mean, I feel like Jazz should have been ranked a bit higher in A tier, but oh well.
I would put Jazz at first, probably.
Yeah, I almost wanted to say he's almost an S tier, but
Let's put him right there.
Yes, I mean that's what I said, literally. But yeah,
Tarn, Tarn, you think A tier or S tier?
yeah.
Yeah. Let's put him in S tier. So for S tier, I'm still keep him down there. All right. So
all right,
Yeah.
yeah, it's fine. I feel like the Seekers got these really cool wings that kind of overshadow Jazz, so I think it's fine.
all right. So A is good.
Unfortunately, the G1 cartoon didn't adapt his door wings into the cartoon design.
So you guys fine with A?
Yeah.
Uh, I guess I think I like Skyfire more because he's bigger and has more detail, but like whatever.
Alright, okay. So, alright, no, you're definitely at the bottom. Get down there. You too. Which I'm gonna put Devastator at the front. This guy back here. Uh, move, Goober, move. Uh,
Yeah, I wanted to tell you to do that. I think Slag looks better than Grimlock.
and yeah, I think that's about be done for me.
Uh, the only thing I would say is maybe put Bombshell behind Kickback. I feel like Kickback's a bit better than Bombshell, but
Well, I disagree. I think he looks cool. Maybe Frenzy like a little further away to the back because he's like just weird proportions.
You're right. You're right.
Oh,
no,
Umaris,
it's
Umaris
you.
Oh,
It's
joined
you.
a bit late.
Umalis. Okay.
What are you doing here?
Uh, you. Not here. Oh, you guys. So I just don't like how they're one solid color. It's just very strange.
Yeah, I mean me neither. But like, I look at them and I now I'm kind of not sure because if like Iron Storm, the blue one, maybe does look kind of cool with the blue, and
I,
Acid Storm with the green, and I don't know. I think
I,
like Rumble is just worse than Iron Storm in every way. He's like his color but lamer, so I'd put him in the back, yeah, and possibly also Longfall in the back
I,
there, just
I
really
may,
wonky
I,
looking.
I may keep long haul where he is. Tarn, any thoughts?
I was gonna say I think Acid Storm is the best of those three, but in terms of thoughts, yeah, I think Mixmaster's the worst of the Constructicons we got in it here. I don't
Okay.
think there's really much I need to say.
Okay. Now for these guys, the last three, I think they're fine where they are.
I feel like Huffer should be in last place.
Yeah, he's the worst for sure.
Let's just do that.
Also, maybe Iron Storm above the Nova Storm, like the blue guy in Cedar. Yeah, because yellow is just lamer color. I feel like.
Okay, so I guess
Yeah, I think that's pretty good.
so. This is the finished um ranking. You guys can see, but we also have a guy who joined very late, who really likes Prowl. So we're gonna ask him, Mr. Umalis, what do you think of G1 Prowl? What do you think of him being an A tier?
Definitely should be S tier.
No,
No,
I'm
I'm
kidding.
kidding. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. Although, wait, is there a blue streak here or silver streak?
Just
Whatever this guy is
Blue
best.
Streak was in bottom of B tier.
Okay, okay. I was gonna say, I think he is a little better
What?
in terms of design, but I didn't want to do that. I think I like Prep more.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Prowl.
Obviously.
Prowl is cooler. Yeah. Thank you for watching. Yeah, hopefully the video comes out. Uh, yeah, goodbye, goobers.